Hi, my name is Sam Leidholt, and this is my ceremonial speech about Adele. From alcoholics to drug addicts, physical violence to threatening social media posts, pop artists hold far too much influential power over much of today's society. While many artists use the spotlight thinking that will sell more albums, Adele Lori Blue Adkins quietly slips behind them doing the one thing she actually loves, making music. Better known simply as Adele, the accomplished English singer and songwriter very blatantly avoids the spotlight at all costs. While some may be aggravated by her secrecy, this only adds to the highly respected and successful lifestyle she leads, especially at such a young age. Adele is an inspiration to all her fans. I will be exploring three main points to prove this. Number one, Adele relaxes and inspires her listeners. Number two, Adele's privacy creates a deserved respect. And number three, Adele is truly a role model to all. It is nearly impossible for listeners not to be positively affected by Adele's music. Goosebumps often signal the instant soothing effect Adele's smooth voice has on her fans. Number one, Adele relaxes and inspires her listeners. In his October 2012 article, The Triumph of Adele, in Rolling Stone magazine, David Brown highlights the impact Adele has on her fans, including some important celebrities. Adele is beloved by everyone, Brown states. Her impact even reached Outkast's Andre Benjamin, who gave props to Adele's massive ballad hit, Someone Like You, in his verse on Drake's The Real Her. I listened to Someone Like You on repeat for at least a week, Benjamin says. She perfectly captured the weird limbo space of a breakup. Immensely famous vocal icon Aretha Franklin is also a dedicated Adele fan. She is quoted in Rolling Stone saying, Carole King is the last person who wrote the kind of lyrics women immediately could relate to. Franklin went on to say she loves to hear Adele being sang in public, a likely phenomenon in today's world. David Brown continues to highlight the inspiring impact Adele has on all who hear her music in his article, The Triumph of Adele from Rolling Stone. Perhaps the reason Adele's music has such a relatable impact on her fans is that Adele writes her music and lyrics right from the stage. Brown's article contains a personal account of Adele's first recording of her mega hit, Rolling in the Deep, which she recorded immediately after breaking up with her boyfriend at the time. Rick Rubin of Columbia Records is quoted in Brown's article. The first time we did Rolling in the Deep, I had to check to make sure it was really her I was hearing coming through my headphones. It sounded like a record as soon as it came out of her mouth. It sounded so perfect. This immediate reaction to Adele's music is a common theme amongst the singer's fans. In the same article, Adele says, I've always written down how I feel. Her heartfelt music and lyric writing process is no doubt why Adele's music is so inspiring and supportive to her fans. Number two, Adele relaxes and inspires her listeners. Adele's power voice and strengthening lyrics is enough to stir up interest within her fan base. However, Adele's personal life is just as interesting as her musical talents. Unlike many famous artists basking in today's pop culture, Adele chooses to stay out of the limelight unless it comes to sharing her music. Adele keeps her unique personal life to herself and has done an exceptional job of staying hidden from the public eye. This is my second main point. Adele's commitment to maintaining privacy creates a deserved respect. In an interview from an article, Adele's plans include avoiding the limelight from the Los Angeles Times. Todd Martins covers the event of the 2013 Oscars Awards ceremony, of which Adele came away pretty successful. When Adele doesn't have new music to share with her fans through concerts, public appearances, or albums, she artfully slips out of the public eye and into holding until her next musical release is scheduled to take place. Although she is forced into the limelight during award shows such as the prestigious Oscars, Adele is able to maintain her aloof lifestyle and mysterious future plans. Martins writes, Adele kept her backstage comments light, with journalists wondering whether or not she would go for an EGOT, an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. How is it possible that such a successful artist can maintain privacy while being constantly publicly honored? Adele is clearly good at what she does in many aspects. In an interview entitled Adele's Father Says He's Dead to Her for TV Guide, Liv Raftery covers the feelings of Adele's father, Mark Evans, in regards to her success. Evans spends the majority of the interview describing his estranged relationship with his famous daughter. Evans states, "I'm not interested in her celebrity status or her money. I just want my daughter back, and I want to be a proper granddad to the little one." The interesting thing about the entirety of this article is that there is no comment from Adele herself. And even when her own father attempts to pull Adele into the spotlight with dramatic accusations, Adele is able to maintain her composure and privacy by wasting no time whatsoever on the subject. This feat is one many celebrities cannot make. Adele's maintained privacy and composure in all aspects of her life makes her an even more outstanding individual. If her powerful music and lyrics aren't enough, her poise and posture are enough to keep fans entertained. It is a combination of all of Adele's previously mentioned triumphs that make the superstar someone to look up to. This brings me to my third and final point, in that Adele is a role model to all. In Peter Griffith's 2013 article from the Chicago Tribune, he highlights Adele's accomplishments in the eyes of her home country, the United Kingdom. Every year, Britain's Queen Elizabeth honors individuals in her birthday honors list. This year, Adele won her well-deserved spot on the list and was thanked by the Queen for her accomplishments to the impact on the music industry. London-born Adele, 25 at the time, was awarded an MBE, Member of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, for services to music. Not many can say they have received such an honor and recognition, as Adele's continued poise, no matter what comes her way, is surely enough to declare a role model worthy to her fans. Enjoy Bartolomeo's article all about Adele from People in 2012. He showcases Adele's commitment to her fans and the importance they hold in her life and her career. Perhaps the most amazing aspect of Adele is her humble acceptance of her endless praise and acknowledgement. Adele is an artist that truly loves her fans and finds it important to inspire and support the people that look up to her at all times. Her music resonates with anyone who has ever loved and lost, says Adele. That people find some comfort in my songs is the most amazing feeling. Adele is happy about who she represents, and she fulfills her duty as a role model to people across the globe. I represent the majority of women, and I'm very proud of that, Adele said in her interview with People. Adele is a role model to all, and she is aware that she is an international role model. She fulfills the responsibilities of this position. With such powerful music, moving lyrics, and sustained poise in her everyday life, Adele is the perfect fit for an empowering musical superstar with the ability to be a role model. Hearing Adele's smooth, powerful voice on the radio is only a slight glimpse in the perseverance and poise that she maintains in her daily life. Adele is a role model to her fans and maintains her privacy while sharing her emotions through music. Adele is also an inspiration to her fans. In review, Adele relaxes and inspires her listeners. Her privacy creates a deserved respect, and she is indeed a role model to all.